let's talk about it, man. So apparently Keith Thurman is supposed to be taking on Sebastian Fundora. March 28th is the date that's floating out there. I think a lot of the issues with this fight had was hinged on, first they had it in Vegas and it didn't sell. Um, when they had it in Vegas and it didn't sell. Um, 1 minute. They pushed it back. I don't think it was an injury involved. Then it was going to be part of the Rolly Romero and Pacquiao, but then Shakram really pushed that fight to stop that to force Rolly to fight him. But like I said, boxing is just, to be honest, it's a big it's just bullshit, right? Because they didn't push for him to fight Boots, and with Boots, him and Boots was on Matchroom together. So now they trying to get in the way of this particular fight. So right now they're saying that the potential fight is going to probably be on March 28th. So in Las Vegas again. Also Richard Torres and Frank Sanchez in the IBF title eliminator is also going to be on that particular card, rumored. So Torres is going to take him on. When most of the time he had his reasoning for not taking the fight. I forget what he said. But then he fell out with Jermaine Franklin I think he got injured. That was supposed to be a couple weeks ago. So rumor out there is IBF final time eliminator Frank Sanchez and Richard Torres is set for March 28th in Las Vegas, likely on the Sebastian Fundora versus Keith Thurman undercard on Prime Video. The winner will become the mandatory challenger for Alexander Usyk. That don't really matter. Usyk is just really trying to get a couple dollars to clean up fight everybody his air, which I don't think he's gonna get a chance to fight Wilder. I think Wilder gonna lose to Derek Chisora pretty easy in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this is it's good. Virgil Ortiz can't worry about calling them out. Jerron can't worry about calling them out. And fortunately for Rolly, he gonna fight Shakram. So will Shakram fall on that undercard as well? Who knows? Hitchison got added to the Ryan Garcia card with Mario Barrios. Yeah, he got added to that card. So where's Oscar the Durant, which I think that's a fight that he probably gonna lose low key. But I have my reasons, and when the time comes, I'll voice my reasons and my opinion on that. But yeah, it's about time, they get this out the way. And unfortunately, Fundora should be one fight away from being undisputed. Fundora should be one of Turkey Al-Sheik's favorite fighters. He should have fought Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He had bad advice, real bad advice not to fight Terrence Crawford. It was horrible advice. Horrible advice. He fought Terrence Crawford, and I don't think it's out the realm of possibility with his size. He could have won. But let's just say Crawford didn't exist. He could have had 3 belts. He had 3 belts. At one point, I think he held the WBC. If he still don't hold it, he held the WBA. That's the belt he gave up to Crawford. In addition to that, he had the WBO. He gave that to Xander Zayas. He was 1 belt away from being undisputed. For a guy, in my opinion, who don't move the needle commercially, who don't move the needle, bro, you needed Crawford. You needed, that undisputed run. And now, with them trying to politrick and really protect the pawn, he ain't even a bishop. Really, he a pawn because he don't have the notoriety for them to protect him in that way. They don't have that. He's not that big of a name fighter to protect like that. Real talk. He's not that big of a fighter protect to protect him, to protect him, you know, with your resources. Really, at the end of the day, he should be really getting in there. He should really be getting in there, swim or sink mode. He should be in swim or sink mode, honestly. And for a guy to have been a superstar fight with Crawford away, and realistically, he should be one belt away to being a star or to being undisputed. It's gross what PBC did. They continue to provide protection for and this is him, Oscar, Eddie Hearn does it sometimes as well too. They are protecting bishops and they're protecting pawns. Literally, they're protecting bishops and they're protecting pawns. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, to be honest with you. Everybody doesn't need that protection. They shouldn't get that protection. Really, everybody should swim or sink. But I understand protecting the guy that you think is like Gervonta Davis is the money man, protecting your money. But everybody, they protecting everybody that way. And instead of being on the cusp of greatness and being undisputed, guess what? You with one belt, and really what fight that's going to get you to where you need to get to is out there. What fight is out there? What fight is out there? Like the Crawford fight would have really catapulted you where you need to go. And the loss wouldn't have did nothing. You already lost. And now you stuck fighting Keith Thurman in a fight that nobody care about. So it's just, the business model is dysfunctional. It's dysfunctional. The business model is very dysfunctional. Because it makes no sense. So now, like I said before, now, can Virgil Ortiz really hide on the fact that, hey, I want to fight Fundora? Fundora didn't want to fight Xander Zayas. Fundora really was going to fight Yonatis Tellis. But he lost that Barroso kid. They fighting this weekend, Barroso and Xander Zayas. He really lost to him. He ain't going to fight Boots. They don't fuck with Boots. They want to block Boots out because he didn't stay with PBC. And he probably ain't going to fight Virgil Ortiz. Even when the money is funny, even when the money is scarce, even when the money is low, even when you get all that going, bro, they still, in my opinion, in my opinion, right, ain't moving the way that should be moving. They still ain't got the they still didn't know about, in my opinion, they still not moving with the sense of urgency. They just okay, the Titanic going down, we just about to have some liquor and we gonna have our last seconds of fun and let the Titanic go down. That's the vibe. That's the vibe. That's just the honest truth. That's the vibe. That's the honest vibe. It's not like, let's get it together. We know what we need to do. Do you think they're ignorant to what they need to do? I know exactly what they need to do. What the 5%ers say, you either build or destroy. And this is destruction on purpose. This is destruction on purpose. This is purpose destruction. So it's unfortunate. But thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on Facebook, Kick, Instagram, the whole nine. Join the Patreon, man. I updated it like whoa. And I have some more health tips on there as well too. I got a product that a lot of y'all guys gonna want to try. And I'm gonna tell you kind of the other product that this particular company sell that I would say it didn't do much for me. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all. Check out the boxing room or playlist. Peace.